What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 385 of Opinions May Vary. I am your host, JR. I have my co-host with me, Alex.
Hi.
We're doing a Justice this week. It's just us. We are talking the hard-hitting. We're coming at you with the latest and greatest and the news that all of our listeners want to hear. But it's something that I want to talk about. So we're talking about it. We could say that we are pioneering into new territory in something that I don't think we've ever really talked about. We talked about like Twitch and Fortnite and all that shit before.
We've talked about Twitch before.
We talked about Twitch at length.
Yeah.
But
I've kind of usually avoided
and aborted at the same time. It's late. It's a late one. We're having some fun tonight.
That's why it's a Justice.
We're having a good time.
I've usually avoided talking about Fortnite because who wants to talk about Fortnite?
Yeah, it's okay. So the Fortnite World Cup was last weekend. By the way, the Fortnite World Cup is a thing. It is called the Fortnite World Cup.
I don't want to put you on the spot. I don't know if you have any resources up right now.
A little bit.
Like how many competitors were there?
Oh man, that's a lot.
Okay. I didn't mean to do this to you just off the...
There, from what I understand, there was a lot of... I think there was a lot of like stuff leading up to it. Like you had to qualify. Yeah. Okay. And all this... And I... guess I'm done talking.
Go on.
And I guess... Like I watched some of it.
Uh-huh. Taking
a look here, I'm at an article on cnet.com. Epic says there are more than 40 million players who participated in the qualifying events in the Fortnite World Cup across 6 regions. From those qualifiers, the field is now down to 50 duos and 100 solo players. So they had the duo tournament, you played in teams of 2,
mm-hmm.
and then you had your solos, which is, like it's the granddaddy.
When they say open qualifiers, does that just mean like everyone who plays Fortnite?
No, there was like a special, I think you could like play in special lobbies that say like, I am trying to qualify.
Okay.
I believe you're talking to someone who played Fortnite for about 2 weeks, a year and a half ago.
Uh-huh.
But I do, every now and then I'll tune in to like a streamer every now and then. I just said every now and then twice in the same sentence. And I'll check them out, see what like the current meta is, how different the game is, because it's so drastically different from when I dabbled in it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a BFD. It's a big friggin' deal.
Yeah.
Keep in mind the winner, if you aren't unfamiliar with the Fortnite World Cup, the winner was a 16-year-old named Kyle Giersdorf. You don't like Kyle? Who goes by the tag. That's one thing I love about esports is everyone people go by their tag.
Yeah.
And I still dig that. Because esports is it's a legitimate thing now.
Mm-hmm.
It is everywhere. I'm on an article on CNET. You were on one when you were Googling something a minute ago.
I'm on CNBC.
CNBC talking about a video game streamer.
Uh-huh.
I remember a couple years ago I was watching ESPN and it's just a panel of old crusty white dudes were just ripping esports. Because it was at a time when it's starting to come up. MLG had obviously been around for a long time, but it was a lot of, it's never going to be anything. It's just a bunch of nerds in their basements. They just need to go back to living with every stereotype you could possibly think of when it comes to gamers. These old crusty dudes were just spouting off.
Yeah.
Now, 16-year-old Kyle Giersdorf, who goes by Booga, is now $3 million richer for playing those video games that those old crusty dudes were mocking just a couple years ago.
How many other sports legitimize that?
What mean?
Nicknames or alternate names or tag names.
Yeah, there was the XFL with He Hate Me, and do you remember that?
No.
The XFL,
I didn't know the names of any players.
They had nicknames on their jerseys. And then every now and then in the NBA they'll have nicknames on jerseys.
On jerseys.
Yeah, like LeBron James, it'll say King James instead of James on the back.
Huh. I remember what was it? War Machine. MMA fighter.
Yeah, there are nicknames, but it's still I mean, War Machine legally changed his name
Right.
to avoid lawsuits, and now did he die? I think he died.
He retired.
No, he went to jail.
Did he?
He went way the F to jail.
I didn't know that.
Because he beat the living shit out of his girlfriend.
That's wrong.
She's an adult film star. Can't remember her name.
I know Tito Ortiz was...
He was with Jenna Jameson for a
Right,
while.
yeah.
That's long
That was way...
long gone. They had a really bad falling out.
So how... I'm not really surprised that MMA fighters and porn stars...
Christy Mack. He was dating Christy Mack for a long time. They appeared in adult films together.
Huh.
And then it was bad.
Huh.
She needed it was awful.
Wow.
What he did to her was just horrific. And then he went to jail, and I can't remember. I think he attempted suicide, but I cannot recall, because I know he went to jail. He went way to jail. I'm trying to get it. Yeah, it was October 14th, 2014. He was found unresponsive in his cell. He had a torn piece of linen around his neck that was tied to the end of the leg of his bunk bed.
Huh.
He didn't die, though.
Oh.
Oh, great. Currently, he maintains a blog. War Machine claimed that, quote, the oppression of men is worse than the oppression of Jews in Nazi Germany, worse than the slavery of blacks in early America, according to... So it seems like he's doing fine for himself.
That was a good move on his part.
Yep.
To get his head kicked in for a bunch and then change his name. It's a logical thing to do.
I went on a big tangent there. War Machine currently in prison still.
I'm kind of sad I brought that up now.
But yeah, MMA fighters, they do go by but it's always like, Rowdy Ronda Rousey, Chuck the Iceman Liddell.
Who's Bones Jones?
John Jones.
Johnny Bones.
John Bones Jones.
Yeah. But that's okay because it's fighting. But
yeah, that's my when I'm going to war. Whereas
when it's esports, it's like Hungry Box. Why is he Hungry Box? Why is his box hungry? This is stupid.
And it's great because I don't even question it because I grew up with that. You know, like with MLG, I was deep into it, like in the Halo days.
Now I'm insecure as to whether or not my gamer tag isn't stupid enough.
I mean, I think it is. It's probably stupid enough.
If you catch me on PSN, I'm Conan2ND. Conan, the number 2 ND.
Like Conan the Second.
Like Conan, it's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, it fits that.
Yeah. It's like I remember when I was creating my gamer tag on Xbox Live, I was like, it needs to be something cool. It needs to be, because I remember the only other person I knew who had Xbox Live had a cool gamer tag. I'm not going to say what it is, but like I remember there was a 3 where there's supposed to be an E.
Oh.
I'm just going to say that. And I remember my gamer tag is I was a big fan of Superboy. I like Connor Kent a lot, so I just took Connor Kent. By the way, I spelled Connor wrong because I spelled the O with a 0 because I was being cool like that, but it's CONNER in the comics. I'm an idiot. But yes.
We know plenty of friends who have like Headshot Assassin 69.
Yeah. Sniper Boy. Sniper Boy XX 420 MLG. But
so I appreciate things like Booga. Right?
Booga. Yeah, BUGHA. Booga.
No one's gonna take that from him.
Booga, like that's a cool name, man. I'm down with that.
So this past weekend, or once the week started, I saw a picture that was Tiger Woods won the Masters recently.
One of the most prestigious golf tournaments in history.
Like everyone knows who Tiger Woods is. No one's gonna make fun of Tiger, except for anyway.
Yep.
But $2 million purse for that. That was his prize.
Yep.
His giant check money. $2 million.
Not counting sponsorships, but like the purse for winning the tournament.
For winning the Masters.
A cool $2 million for a weekend worth of work.
$1 million less than winning Fortnite.
Yep. I mean, Tiger Woods is probably doing fine. I believe Tiger Woods was the first athlete ever to accumulate $1 billion in total, like revenue or total winnings and stuff based off his his sponsorships and stuff. But I could be wrong about that. But yes, the 16-year-old who played a video game for a little while won $1 million more than that, which I think is absolutely rad. I think I remember, and I was telling my wife this because I was watching the finals, and I was like, "Hey, this kid," and I was like giving her context because I always have to spice things up beforehand. When I used to watch MLG back in the day, when it was Halo tournaments, 4v4 tournaments, Halo 3, they would have like one major event every like 2 or 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
The winning team. So if you won the entire thing, if you won the tournament, you got 20 grand.
Okay.
That's split at least 4 ways. Some teams had a coach, they had a fifth.
Mm-hmm.
Other teams, like, oh, hey, you got to pay the team sponsoring you.
Mm-hmm.
Which was a little bit smaller at the time, but if you won it all, you got 20 grand. Second place got like 12. I can't remember, but like it was a pretty big drop. And then like if you're outside of the top 10, you're probably not winning much.
Anything. $20.
So you have to be the very best to win $20,000. And then at the end of the year, they had their national championships. And if you won that tournament, you got 100 grand.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you have to win it all to get the 100 grand.
And that's also probably your only job.
Yeah, you're playing Halo like 8 hours a day. Like you're traveling across the country to compete in these tournaments. So when you think about it, splitting it up and after taxes and cut and all that stuff,
you're transporting your computer and your monitor and everything.
It's not a lot of money. It really, and like I remember, when streaming first started to hit. It was insane. I remember when it was Justin TV back before it was Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
It was Justin.tv, and the first Twitch stream I ever watched was a Halo pro named Neighbor, and he was pointing his camera at his TV while he played Halo, and it was great. I was like, oh my god, I'm watching a professional just play on his spare time. This is amazing. But yeah, back in the day, best of the best split amongst a team, you're winning 20 G's. And then if you win the championships, you win 100 G's. Big, like these guys were the top shit back in the day. I idolized them, but now, just a mere 10 years later, $3 million for, and this is this kid by himself. Like he's part of a team, so he's probably got to pay his team, but he's and like he handily won this tournament. Like,
did he?
Going into the last match, like all he had to do was like not die for a little while. Like he didn't win the last match. Like he didn't win the last 2, I believe. I can't remember, but
because it was a points.
It's a points thing,
okay.
And he had so many points going into the last match. It would have had to been like a complete disaster for him to lose. But because like he ended up getting like 5th or 6th or something like that in the last match, and like they were on his cam when he died, and he was just like, oh well, he's already like trying not to like celebrate. But it was pretty
good for him doing that, because man, watching some like fighting game tournaments and they make it a thing to put the camera on people who pop off.
Yep,
is what the terminology that I hate is.
Pop offs. Yeah,
it's like, oh, you knock the guy down once, and you're gonna jump up and get in his face and yell how he's nothing and he's scum and you're better than him. And then the next round he knocks you down and KOs you, so he's gonna jump up and yell in your face now, while all his homies are also yelling in your face. And now I have to keep playing the game like this. It's like, why don't you just beat him and shut the hell up?
It's we should get Ken on for this. Actually, Evo is this coming weekend. Ooh. So we may have an opportunity to talk to Ken sometime soon. But that is...
Just be gracious. Just
pop-offs
have some sportsmanship.
I mean, they're definitely happening at the Fortnite thing, like when the game would end, because that's to win a game of Fortnite against the other 99 best players in the world, I can't even fathom. I can't even imagine what that would be like. The stress, like, have you seen competitive Fortnite?
No.
It's insanity. It is absolute insanity. We'll probably pull up a video after we're done.
All I've seen of the most I've watched of Fortnite is what occasionally shows up on highlight reel on the Kotaku YouTube channel.
Yep.
And that's really just like maybe 2 or 3 videos, and they're less than 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's occasionally, the guy jumped on a rocket.
Yeah.
And I was riding it to where the not death is. And it's also a lot of building a stairway to heaven.
Yep.
Is there a name for that?
I don't know. It's just building.
They're just building all the way up.
Yep, you got to get the mats.
Okay. Materials.
You need building materials to build.
Sure.
It's competitive Fortnite is the most bonkers apeshit stuff I've ever seen in my life, and it is just a testament to how bad I really am at the game. Because back when we played, it was, oh hey, we need to get up there. Jeremy, can you build a ramp? Yeah, give me a minute, and I'll build a ramp for you. But yeah, Booga he won $3 million. BFD. Fortnite is enormous. Remember when Apex was the Fortnite killer?
They just got season 2. The map changed.
The map did change. There's ranked now.
Yeah.
There's Watson.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching Shroud grind up to Apex Predator. That was pretty insane. Like it's again Apex at really high competitive levels. It totally changes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just the top players just hunting down kills, trying to get as many as they can. It's like they're playing strategically. It was kind of weird, but
that's how I try to play.
It's because we're bad.
You hate that way.
Well, like, we're bad.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, Fortnite it's not my cup of tea. I enjoy watching it every now and then.
Mm-hmm.
Don't care to play it anymore. We played it for about a week, and I was like, okay, that's all I needed.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I needed from that. But
it's where you got the dancing from.
It's where the dance. Yep, a lot of dances.
You know, I regret bringing that up too. Let's move on.
A lot of dances everywhere. But you can't really deny it. Not that anyone's really denying it too much these days, but damn, esports, dude. With that said,
mm-hmm.
I have a couple minutes left that I want to keep talking about. This is kind of big news.
We're still on the same topic.
We're still on the same,
but not really.
Yeah, we're still on the same topic.
But still, it's
like breaking news.
Like I saw it and I go, oh, this is something that, if I knew this before Jared did, this is a thing, but I didn't, because it seems pretty serious.
It's because I read it, and it's like the front page of the internet.
Mm-hmm.
The arguably the biggest, or at least one of the most popular Fortnite streamers,
mm-hmm.
has left. He signed an exclusive deal, I believe, with Mixer. So Twitch is the place to be. If you're streaming video games, you're streaming on Twitch. There's Twitch, and then there's YouTube gaming, and then there's kind of everything else.
Well, there's also Twitch Creative. There's a lot of things on Twitch.
Back in the day, if you weren't streaming a video game, you were getting shut down. You couldn't just stream like you talking to a camera.
Mm-hmm.
No. Play a video game or nothing.
Yeah.
And now there's creative. There's just chatting.
Mm-hmm.
There's ASMR. There's strict like here's an ASMR category. I'm gonna click on that.
I'm trying to think of her name. Occasionally, I watch K-Pike do body painting.
Yep.
Some friends of ours they'll do cosplayer crafts on their Twitch. It's like you watch them just making their cosplays or something like that.
Yeah. And it's neat. They chat with, like, you can watch D&D. Critical Role gets like 60,000 people watching every week.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
The growth.
They just recently left Geek and Sundry to get their own Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was a big thing.
Big deal. But Ninja, I believe it was just today. He's with Mixer. Mixer is Microsoft's version. That's their streaming platform, which I've been hearing a little bit about because you see their booth at PAX, and then I know Mike from Penny Arcade has been streaming a lot on Mixer these days. Apparently, people seem to dig it. I have never really dabbled much. I have Ninja's Mixer page open. I've had it open for as you know we've been talking about this. He's not even streaming right now.
Okay.
And his chat is it's just a wave. It's all people just talking because that's the kind of buzz that he gets. He currently has 170,000 followers on his Mixer.
Mm-hmm. A thing he's been on for 2 days.
Yeah, I mean, it's just announced, apparently, and I did see someone tweeted that Twitch took away the verification badge on Ninja's profile already. Because like on Twitter, you get the check mark, like this is definitely this person.
Okay.
And you get that on Twitch too, and apparently they took that away real quick.
Huh.
But
I wonder, heard what's the why?
I mean, they just lost their biggest moneymaker. Like Ninja made Twitch a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
Put it into perspective.
Okay.
Day 9, one of my favorite people in gaming.
Mm-hmm.
I've showed you a couple of videos of Day 9.
Yep.
He big into Magic and Hearthstone and StarCraft, a lot of that stuff. I like Day 9 a lot. He's the first person in Twitch history that you could ever subscribe to.
Okay.
He averages, like 4,000 to 5,000 viewers a night
Mm-hmm.
whenever he streams. Ninja, on an average night, will average anywhere between 60 to 90,000. Back when he was at like his peak during the whole Drake thing, 140,000 average. During the Drake thing, 600,000. It was insane. I'm one of those people that was there for the Drake stream. It's not a big deal. I'm not bragging or anything, but I did witness the Drake stream. It is what it is. And what are you looking at? What are you pulling up?
I'm trying to find oh, that's a good number. I gotta go back. I'll get there. Let's see. Oh, these are all foreign countries.
Well, there you go. But it was a big deal.
I was looking for what cities have a population equivalent to those numbers.
Oh.
But no one knows what Chatham, England is
Yeah.
to have 74,000 people living there. Anyway, the equivalent of living in Chatham, England was watching someone play Fortnite.
Someone play Fortnite, yeah. Yep. So it's pretty significant. I mean, Twitch is essentially my version of like if I'm sitting down to eat a quick lunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, most people, let's see what's on the TV. No, I turn on, it's just easier for me to pop open my laptop and see who's streaming on Twitch.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I know there's a big stigma, watching people to play video games. Why don't you just play video game? Well, okay, I'm in the mood to watch, like, these people, not only are they better than me and better than, like, I could never reach that skill level, so it's entertaining to me, but also the person doing it is a personality. Like I like watching Day 9 because he tells a lot of stories and he's very positive and his tagline, it's always be a better gamer, and it's all about like just being a good person, and I like watching him, But yeah, what are you gonna say?
Numbers wise,
Yeah.
What does this mean for his subscribers? Like, I guess it's handy because it's the end of the month, but
That's probably why, yeah.
But do you subscribe like from, August 1st to August 31st, or
Typically it's a month.
yeah?
I
But like, if I subscribe on the 14th, and like, am I just not getting Ninja content for 2 weeks? Like, get my money back?
That's a good question. I actually don't know the answer to that.
But so with stuff like that, and then you mentioned there's the Amazon,
Twitch Prime.
right? Can you explain to me what that means and like what some of that repercussions might
If like
be?
you have a Twitch Prime account, you can essentially link it to Twitch, or an Amazon Prime account, you can link it to Twitch.
Mhm.
So then it gives you like one free sub a month or something like that.
Okay.
And so you can subscribe to someone using your Amazon Prime account, which everyone has Amazon Prime these days. So it's a big deal. Like that's why everyone's saying Ninja leaving Twitch was huge, because he's giving up that Twitch Prime stream or income.
So a friend of mine who tried very hard to get me to subscribe to her Twitch.
Mhm.
I never did. But one of the things she was saying, if you have Amazon Prime and you subscribe to them with your Amazon Prime, they get a month of free Prime. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So like, if people who have Amazon like use their subscription to subscribe to that streamer, like they could end up getting like a year of Prime
Right.
just from 12 subscribers.
I honestly had no idea about that. I
So
mean, it
now-
makes sense, because Amazon owns Twitch now,
Mhm.
which is kind of a bummer. But it's kind of a significant, like, a lot of people were speculating how much did Mixer pay Ninja
Mhm.
to leave that kind of, like, revenue stream. And I saw a lot of speculation saying, like, upwards of $10 million estimated, which is pretty bonkers. But
you know, one of my favorite things is you calling stuff bonkers.
Bonkers, dude. It's bonkers. I've said it a couple times today because it is indeed bonkers. It's an amazing time in video games, and
I wonder if, because I recall hearing that people who have like Twitch creative accounts, like they have like an account manager, or they have like a contact who they'll talk to in Twitch to tell them like and help them get through it and like get through the process and help also try and get more people streaming.
Mm.
And I was like, can we talk to them about like doing Twitch stuff? And we never managed to get around to getting in contact.
Yeah.
But I wonder like how many people Ninja had as like contacts in Twitch who are just furious right now.
Yeah.
Like if you like, does he have like the president of the company like on speed dial?
I mean, there's been a lot of like speculation and rumors about like Ninja's pull in terms of like the community. Like he's been accused a lot of like, you know, stream sniping is a huge issue in competitive games where I'm playing a game of Fortnite. Mm-hmm. Someone was watching me stream this game of Fortnite. They watched me queue in. They waited for me to queue in. They queued in at the same time in the hopes that they could get into my server. They're watching my stream. They're going to hunt me down, and they're going to, you know, they have the advantage on me, and they're gonna screw with me.
Mm-hmm.
Stream sniping is huge, and like there was
queue in as in wait in line to get into your game.
Yep.
Okay. It took me a second.
Yep, and a lot of people in the past. Some popular streamers have been accused of getting like preferential treatment because, you know, oh hey, that guy knew exactly where I was. He was obviously stream sniping. You know, I'm bashing him. I'm saying he was, and then all of a sudden, oh hey, it looks like that player got banned from Fortnite. That's weird how that happened. You know, so a lot of people are saying like, you know, you're abusing your power. They weren't stream sniping. They were better than you.
Is okay, game wise, like game, I guess ethics. Is that illegal?
I believe you can get banned.
Really?
I think. I don't know though.
So it's
TBH.
So one of those like competitive things of I'm just using what resources are at hand.
Well, no, I don't think that makes. Yeah, I think I'm talking out of my ass. I don't think you can get banned. I think it's just because like one way to combat stream sniping is people can put a delay on their stream. Mm-hmm. What you're watching actually took place 4 minutes ago.
Right.
So, and like what like Ninja would do, you know, back when I would watch him is he'd have like his face cam on, like mm-hmm. You'd see him in his room, but you can't see any part of his game. Mm-hmm. And then like randomly, like it would just switch over and he's already like diving in. Mm-hmm. He queued up in the room like 5 minutes ago. Yeah. It's just, he had his face cam on. You don't know when he's queuing in. Uh-huh. But it's just an issue. Like I watched a lot of Shroud play Apex Legends when he was grinding up to Predator, and like he dealt with a lot of stream sniping, and it's just, they just kind of shrug it off. It was like, nah, well, whatever. They're just losers, you know. And then on to the next game.
It's just a game.
Yep.
Just keep playing it.
Yep. But
I don't know. I feel, unless there's rules in place, if you're just using what's available to you, like, is that cheating or is that a bannable offense?
I think it's cheating, but I don't think it's bannable because how can you prove it? You know,
like how mad would you get when you're playing a game on split screen and they look at your side of the screen?
Yeah.
Boy, is that a callback? Who still plays split screen games?
Hey, man.
And then you see like pictures of people who would like tape up a sheet between mm-hmm. across the TV so you couldn't see.
Yep. It's the old school stuff.
I'm trying to think of like a comparison, but I don't really have anything because I don't.
It's like stealing signs in baseball. Like, it's not against the rules, and mm-hmm. it happens all the time. It's just, you know, hey man, can you not? Because like, there's no rules saying like you. At least I don't know if there is actually, but it happens constantly.
Yeah.
With sign stealing and tipping pitches and all that stuff. It's just a part of the game, and you do what you can to stop it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, stream sniping that's part of the game. But I imagine, I don't know what Mixer has in play to try and get rid of that, or who knows. All I know is I'll never have to deal with it because I'm trash at video games. But yeah, video games are pretty neat. Ninja moved to Mixer. Holy shit, can you believe it? A guy won $3 million playing Fortnite. That's a summary of everything I just talked about for the last half hour.
Now I want to see someone playing Survivor on Dead by Daylight and having the killer be watching the stream. It's like knowing exactly where he's on the map.
Very unethical.
That would be a big one.
That's
yeah.
That's messed up. I don't think
I wouldn't do it, but
if the opportunity were there.
But man, if they were the kind of player that just harasses me the entire game, I would stop caring. I'd pull out all the ribeyes. I'd pull out all the porterhouses. I'm making steak analogies.
All the steaks, yeah. The steaks would be raised. Is that what you were getting at? Pull out all the stops.
They would be burnt to the ground. Yes, they'd be raised.
So.
Yep.
On the topic of streaming,
you mentioned Amazon Prime.
Did you know you can?
So I have an Amazon Prime account. One of the articles that I looked up, I forgot what I pay. But at one point it said it's about $120 a year. You just get it for the year. They do have a monthly version. I got it after using like the free trial month, and then I forgot to unsubscribe.
That's how they get you.
And then I got stuck watching it, but I wasn't done with Hannibal yet, so I just kept it so I could finish Hannibal. But I was like, now I have this. Now I can watch whatever's on this, because I had just Netflix.
And you get free shipping.
Yeah, I haven't used it that much though.
That's because Amazon sucks.
Try not to buy a lot of things anymore, unlike the past. But I would get excited because then I would go, "Oh, good! Now I get to watch more comic book shows."
You have access to a lot of new things.
Yeah, and comic book shows
specifically.
Because I would watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Netflix. I would watch all the Netflix shows: Daredevil, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, the other one.
Iron Fist. Poor Iron Fist.
If we could have just traded him in after season 1 and get some Moon Knight, like that wouldn't that have been great? Anyway, poor Moon Knight. We got Shang-Chi coming up. Maybe it'll be a Mandarin callback because he's from the Ten Rings.
What?
It's very important to me that we involve Mandarins more. So I wanted to check out Cloak and Dagger, because that's a Marvel property that doesn't get much love. They rarely have their own series. When they do, it's a one-shot. They show up in Spider-Man for a couple issues. They're gone again. There's no consistent thing of what's happening to them. Maybe they're in this big fight scene with the Avengers versus other Avengers in Civil War.
That's probably the only time I've ever seen them in comics in my time reading Marvel.
Mm-hmm. And
for what it's worth, I do remember Cloak and Dagger. I was first introduced to them from the Maximum Carnage video game.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. So I know.
Maximum Carnage was how a lot of people probably met him. So they got a TV show. It was announced a while ago. They're currently through season 2.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. They're that far in. So I got my Amazon. I'm going to stream some comic book TV show. I watched all my Netflix stuff, my Marvel Nights. So I go to watch it. I have to pay money for it. But I have the streaming service.
Yeah.
Like, I'm paying for my subscription. But I have to buy this TV show? And
you have to buy the TV show to watch it on the streaming service that you pay for.
Yes. That I already have the stream. So there's lots of shows that I could just watch on the streaming service. Man in the High Castle, Hannibal, like I said. There's some other ones that I'm forgetting now. Fleabag was pretty good, by the way.
Grand Tour.
I don't watch that.
You don't watch Grand Tour?
No.
Yeah, I mean, you can skip the first season. Second season was pretty good.
Is that the one with the guy that punches his interns?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
That's why I don't watch it.
Yeah, he punched the guy.
His food is cold. That's worth punching someone over.
He punched him.
But I want to watch Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah.
Right? I want to watch the big old cloak envelop people and scare them and then teleport things. I want to watch the girl throw light daggers. Their daggers made of light and shit.
I feel like those are reasonable things to want.
Mm-hmm. And like, are they going to hook up? Are they together? They're both experiments, and what happened to them, and they got to figure out who did the stuff to them and how to survive. Are there other bad guys they got to fight? Also experiments? What? Well, I don't know, because I don't want to pay an extra $3 for each HD episode. Each episode, if I buy it in HD, is another $3 on top of what I'm paying for the service.
Right.
I could get the whole season for $15.
How many episodes are there?
10.
So you get to pay $30 individually or 15 for the whole thing.
Well, there's also 2 seasons.
Math. I can math.
And I said, well, all right, I'll pass on that. I'm a spooky guy. I have a lot of spooky friends.
Yep.
We do a lot of Halloween stuff. Fray Fest, monsters, ghosts, makeup, scary stuff, zombies. Hey, you should watch What We Do in the Shadows. It's a great movie, series, all those things. Watch it. Okay, I'm going to watch it. Oh, that also cost extra. I can rent it on Prime for $3, or I can buy it for $9. And I don't get it. So Prime is just a rental service?
It would appear.
It's a thing that lets me buy more things, but I'm already paying for it. Why can't it be Netflix?
Look, Amazon
I don't have to buy extra shit on Netflix.
Amazon doesn't have the money to offer services like that, Alex. It's just plain dollars and cents.
With all the taxes they pay. They
yeah,
can't afford
exactly,
it,
dude.
all those taxes.
What, you expect Jeff Bezos to take a pay cut?
He can't.
He's too busy sending rockets into space.
Yeah.
And then landing them again.
Getting
that
divorces.
Look like dicks. The only comparison that I could think of with that, because I want to be mad, and mostly just because I don't like Amazon.
I feel like I didn't know that was the case when I agreed to it. If someone told me ahead of time, it's like, oh, good. So you got Amazon Prime. You can stream movies and TV shows, but you can only do some of them.
Yeah. What
they offer, it's not everything you get. Surprise, there's some that you got to pay more for. Go F yourself.
The main comparison that comes to mind
yeah.
is PlayStation Network. I have PlayStation Network.
Right.
Oh, I want to watch a movie on PlayStation Network.
Okay.
Oh, but I gotta rent it though.
Well,
but
yeah.
I'm already paying $60. But then again, is PlayStation do you need a PlayStation Plus account to rent movies on PlayStation Network?
I've never done that. So why I'm gonna backtrack.
Right.
Because my first Xbox Live was free. I didn't have to pay a subscription for that. So when I wanted to play some Nazi zombies on Call of Duty, then I got PlayStation Network,
which was free at the time.
At some point, it was.
PlayStation 3 was free.
So then when I got the 4, you had to get the Plus.
Yep.
So it's like, whatever, I'll get Plus. But then occasionally I got free games that I had never actually used. But that's how I watched Powers.
Right.
But I had to buy Powers. So my understanding of PSN was that I'm paying to be connected.
Right.
I'm paying to have the service of connecting my game station console with everyone else's console to play games over the internet. That's what I'm paying for the allowance to do.
So you feel like you're getting your money's worth?
Yeah.
Renting a movie isn't going to upset you about that?
No. Because it's not, I don't see it as movie service. I see it as a connective game service.
Okay.
Whereas
your Amazon Prime account, you got for the most part because of the streaming service.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't need my thing to my whatever I'm going to order tomorrow.
It can get here tomorrow, dude.
I don't need
someone who pissed in a bottle at work, packed it for you as fast as they fucking could.
Did you say that, John Oliver?
Yeah.
When you order your double stuffed Oreos.
Oh, yeah. We give it a hug on the way out.
Someone is nervous about losing their job in a sweltering warehouse with no AC because you had to order your double stuffed Oreos by tomorrow.
I am too proud of the fact that if you look in my Amazon order history over the past 10 years, you'll see 7 things. I'm very proud of that. Mainly because I worked at a bookstore for a very long time. Books are direct Amazon started as a book company. They sold books on the internet.
Yeah.
So direct competition.
I worked at a book wholesaler, and they were prepared to lose money for the first 3 years.
Yep.
Or 10 years, maybe.
Something like that.
Yeah.
They just undercut everyone. No one can match their prices. So, and I heard that my entire career selling books. Well, I can get this cheaper on Amazon. Okay. I work for a giant corporate chain. I do not pick the price. You gotta understand that. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of Amazon. I don't like buying from them. But I will admit I did the free Amazon Prime membership when the first season of Grand Tour came out. But I did remember to cancel it. The second we finished the last episode, I canceled it. But
so now I switch between Netflix and Prime streaming.
Yep.
To watch shows and sometimes movies when it allows me to.
Right.
That's how I finally watched Annihilation.
Oh, okay.
That took me forever.
Yep.
And then I'm watching with a friend on their Hulu, and I was like, now I can watch Runaways. Give me that comic book TV shows. Sorry, it's not like that. That's not all I watch. I watch other things, but anyway.
Hey man, they're making shows about things that you hold dear, and that's rad.
I've been a fan of the Runaways comic book series since it first started.
You've talked about the Runaways a lot.
And I own every single issue across 4 volumes.
Including the new stuff.
The brand new one. Yeah. Yep. Haven't missed an issue. Even its crossovers with the Young Avengers. So let me watch some Runaways. They went in a different direction with Molly. They picked an older actress. But like, all right, okay. It's easy to have everyone be teenagers the same age. But coming up, they're going to have a crossover with the Runaways and Cloak and Dagger. Which it really makes sense because everyone's basically teenagers who are on their own. And why wouldn't you cross them over somehow? But this is, I believe they're an Amazon original, Cloak and Dagger.
Question. Are you going to subscribe to Disney's streaming service?
I don't want to.
Like Disney Plus or whatever it's going to be?
I do not want to.
With all those announcements and all those shows coming out.
What now? Oh.
There's a lot of them. Mahershala Ali is Blade. I am all in on that. 100%.
Is that the guy from House of Cards?
Yes.
Okay.
He's also won 2 Oscars.
What's his name in House of Cards?
Remy Denton.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I ever saw him in. He played Copperhead.
See, why can't he just be Gambit?
He would be a good Gambit.
Right?
Because he was Remy. I get it now. Yeah.
Thank you.
Which also makes... Because he's already been in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
With Copperhead. Cottonmouth?
He was Cottonmouth.
Cottonmouth. That's what it was.
But he hated that name.
He did hate that name.
Yeah. He was good in that.
They did him dirty in that show. I wanted more of him. But
season 2, they kind of addressed it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. But now he's going to be Blade. I wonder if they're ever going to be like, yo, you look a lot like...
You ever run Harlem's Paradise or what? The reason I don't like TV or, like regular cable television is because I don't want to deal with that many channels.
Yep.
I don't want commercials. I hate commercials. And I don't want to pay that much and then get charged for like extra channels and shit.
Stuff that you're never going to watch.
Like, I don't care what kind of sports package you have. I'm not going to watch sports. I don't want to pay extra for HBO. I love how much Don Oliver says this channel is doomed after Game of Thrones ends.
Cable is... Ever since I moved in with she's my wife now, but she's girlfriend at the time, she didn't give a shit about cable. She
Your
never
ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, my ex-girlfriend, now wife. She never watched TV. She didn't care about TV. Like, she would watch movies every now and then. She had a TV. She had a nice TV, but cable was never even on her mind. It's too expensive. What's the point? I don't care about it. And like, there was a little bit of an adjustment because I am a sports person. I do like my football, but like, honestly, not having cable saving me like literally thousands of dollars. Best decision I ever made, like that she ever made. It's amazing. I love not having cable.
I don't have a life where I can schedule to watch TV on purpose. Yep. I'm just not going to do it. I have too much shit going on. I'm not going to block out every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's not going to happen. I don't care. I don't know how some people can do that. It's just not in my forte right now. To be like, oh, it's Wednesday, can't do anything from 8:30 on because the American Idol's on or some crap.
Yep.
I don't care. I do not care. Maybe I want to sit down when I get home from work at 8 a.m. and watch a movie and pass out by noon.
Yep.
And that's just, and I could say when I'm going to show it. boom, it's done. It's streamed on Netflix. But like, I don't want to pay for 5 services. If I'm gonna pay for 5 different streaming channels, I might as well just get cable.
Yeah. That's the bitch, because I currently have Netflix and Hulu, and I do pay like the extra for Hulu, so there's no commercials.
Right.
And there's no commercials yet on Netflix, but I feel like those are an inevitability.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Netflix doesn't like, what are you going to do? Unsubscribe from Netflix? Please. But like I think they got to be careful with all these new streaming services coming anyways. Like a lot of stuff is getting pulled. Like Disney Plus is looking real tantalizing with all the stuff they're putting on it.
What do we think of DC Universe Online streaming? Whatever that is. When I hear DC Universe Online,
I think of the game.
I think of the game.
Yeah. I was like, wait, are you I legitimately thought you were talking about the game just now.
I like the game a lot, but I couldn't dedicate time to play it. But yeah, they're gonna start a service by the same name, and that won't be confusing at all. But their whole thing is like they're gonna stream TV shows and produce their own shows and movies or whatever.
Separate from Disney Plus or whatever?
DC.
Oh, DC. Yeah. Obviously it's gonna be separate.
Not the other one. But they'll also have access to comic books.
Right.
So I guess you can read comic books on your streaming service. But I haven't accessed it. I haven't bought it. It's not on my computer. I don't know how you flip pages.
Yeah.
If you get a click or, scroll or whatever. Because I don't do it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to buy another service. And like, oh, you're going to watch Titans? That piece of crap? That goddamn show Titans? Oh, great. Look like garbage. Apparently Doom Patrol's okay.
Are we
Doom Patrol's okay, but they didn't even finish airing Swamp Thing. They didn't finish filming Swamp Thing. And then like, oh, by the way, Swamp Thing's canceled. F y'all.
And there's still ads in it.
And there's a lot of people that want to watch Swamp Thing. They were psyched we can watch Swamp Thing. No actual channel is going to fund it. So DC's going to make it themselves. And then like, oh, whoops. Same thing that happens to the rest of your favorite shows.
Also rip Mad Magazine.
Yeah. I don't have anything to say about that. But you would think the company who owns a thing could do it right. Yeah. Could get a handle on it. And like Swamp Thing looked pretty good. The costume looked great. The first couple episodes seemed creepy enough. They were correct. And someone comes along and goes, nah, we're gonna end this. It's like, if that's what you bought your DC Universe for, and now it's canceled.
Yeah.
Whew.
That'd be a bummer.
So yeah, okay. So what are we gonna get? Like a Loki? No, is that a movie or is that a show?
I don't know. I do not know what is going to be a show and what's going to be a movie. I just saw that they announced all this stuff, and that the Phase 4 or whatever. We were getting Jane Foster Thor, which I very excited for that.
Yeah,
because they're bringing back Taika Waititi, butchering name, director of Ragnarok,
right, and
also What We Do in the Shadows. But very excited for that. I'm a big fan of Jane Foster Thor. I'm the first person to ever say that.
But I hate the idea of just buying more subscriptions.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Because I mean, even right now, I only pay $20 a month. I think between Hulu and Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix is like 8 or 9 something, and Hulu's like 11 something. I think, because for the little extra for no ads. So like, I'm okay with that right now.
I could just imagine the community just like sharing passwords.
Yeah. Like, hey man, I'll give you my Netflix if you let me use your Hulu.
Yo, I'll hook you up my Amazon if you give me your Disney.
$5 a month, I'll hook you up my Amazon. We need to stop recording.
By the way, I finished The Boys. Really good. Liked it a lot.
I'm 1 episode in.
I'm only like, I want to say up to volume 9.
I read like the first 6
in the trades.
Yeah.
So like I haven't read up to the end. I didn't even know if it ended.
I believe it did.
Because like the company that publishes it, their trades are a little pricey.
Dynamite is so, not to call them out, but yeah, Dynamite trades are real pricey.
Yeah, compared to like Image trades.
Because like you get like the volume, you get the issues, and that's about it. Mm-hmm. So then like, okay, whereas like Image are like $14.99 or something like that.
Yeah.
Dynamite's like $17 or $18.99.
Oh, they're over 20.
Are they? No
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. That's why I've been stalling out by, finishing the run. Because, like, I got to, like, wait for a sale or wait for a used copy or something because I just don't feel like paying full price. So I've only made it so far, and I feel like the series, like, tackled things that I am unaware of in the 9 volumes that I'm up to. But it was handled really well. Sorry.
No,
we keep doing this thing.
I was just gonna say one of the main things I saw people were saying on Twitter, like, "Hey, for the record, I did not like The Boys comic book. I didn't like it. I felt like there's a lot of things wrong with it. For what that's worth, I think the TV show is fantastic, and I think that speaks a lot to what they made.
Yeah,
because I watched the first episode literally last night with Colin and our best pal Ken, and I was blown. I love Carl Urban. I love Carl Urban so much. So when he's in it, I was pretty much on board from the get go. But watched the first episode and I immediately wanted more, which is a good sign.
One of the producers is Seth Rogen.
I think I knew that.
Yeah.
Who also makes Preacher. The show.
Yep.
He did not the comic. Which Preacher and Boys are both Garth Ennis, aren't they?
Yes.
Do you think
so?
Do you think Seth Rogen's just like chasing around Garth Ennis, like, hey man, what else do you want to make?
Well, he's got good taste. So, but
Googling
like
Garth Ennis, The Boys.
I almost wanted to say it's Warren Ellis, but it's not.
It was Garth Ennis for The Boys.
Yeah,
and it
was
was
also Preacher.
It was definitely Garth Ennis for Preacher.
Yeah.
Warren Ellis is Planetary, right?
Yes.
And Transmat.
Yes.
Nice, nailed it.
We're doing good here. We've gone through so much information. There's times where you go, am I going to get this wrong? I don't remember anymore. Remember that time we forgot where Smallville was?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fun fact, did you know that issues 1 through 6 of The Boys were published under
Boom Studios?
Wildstorm.
What?
According to the internet right here, it says issues 1 through 6 are Wildstorm, and then 7 through 72 were Dynamite Entertainment.
That's surprising to me.
Right? I didn't know that.
Streaming services. Was there anything else I was going to say about those?
Streamings? There's a lot of them.
I don't want
to pay for them.
I don't want to spoil The Boys at all.
Yeah, please don't.
And then
I plan on watching that.
And then, like, Netflix has almost nothing left because all their Marvel shows.
They're losing The Office.
Oh,
because NBC is making their own streaming service.
They were stalling on saying Jessica Jones was canceled because at the time where everyone else was like they canceled Daredevil, they canceled Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and then like Punisher had one more season left, and they're like, oh, by the way, canceled. And then Jessica Jones had her 3rd season finally come out, and they go, yeah, by the way, also last, because Disney wants all theirs onto their own service.
Yep. I mean, Netflix does have their originals. Stranger Things, that's a Netflix original.
I'm talking strictly comic book shows.
Gotcha. Of course.
Just because that's what I care most about.
What was I thinking?
In the world.
How dare I?
There is a comic book about Stranger Things being made.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Keith Champagne, put some work into that too.
I'm
not sure how many issues or how consistently, but he's been inking a few things.
Do you think Keith Champagne knows he's a friend of the show? I like to think he does.
He offered to get wings with us.
It's true.
It's
true.
So definitely. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I get companies wanting to cash in and make some bucks and realize like the money's in streaming and not in
physical.
In cable anymore, in like real channels. But like, can you just not want to do it yourself? Or at least make it easier and be like, look,
It's like you finally find a way to save money. Oh, I ditched cable. I just have Netflix and Hulu.
Yeah.
And now it's, oh great, now I'm spending the exact same fucking amount that I was on cable on streaming platforms.
How can I do the equivalent of buying a DVD series, but just stream the one damn series? Yeah. I used to rent Lost when it came out. I would rent each disc of Lost and then bring it back to the store and rent the next one. But then when the last disc set came out, it wasn't at my rental store. So I bought it, watched each disc, and then immediately just flipped it on eBay. Because I don't need to own it.
Yeah.
I don't own any other ones. I just wanted to watch it and be done with it and get it away from me. So it's like, I just want to watch Cloak and Dagger. Look, I don't want to buy a DVD of it. I don't know if I like it or if it's any good because I can't sample it.
Just want to watch Cloak and Dagger.
Is that too much to ask?
I feel like it's not.
I just want to watch a dude with a big old scary cloak of pitch black nothingness and a girl who's a shining ray of hope and daggers.
Hope and daggers.
She throws light daggers at people. And
I believe
they
you.
stab them.
I believe you.
And she's blonde.
Maybe people will cool it. It's not going to happen, Alex. I'm sorry. But
at least make it cheaper, you know?
Yeah.
Don't be $12 or $9.99. Just be like $3. Just $3 a
really,
month.
Disney, they don't have the money to afford something like that. You got to pay up, dude. Disney needs that. They need that dough.
If Disney isn't streaming the X-Men animated series, I don't know why they're even in business.
Yeah, they're pretty crazy if they don't. Let's be real here.
Dude, seriously.
Go back and listen to our Larry Houston episode,
real.
by the way. we haven't. It's been a couple weeks since we hyped up that episode that we did 4 years ago, but yeah, that was our fun episode.
I learned a lot.
Next week we have friends right now, like literally right now.
Yeah.
Apparently they're on a spooky tour right now. I don't know if you saw one of them. Just posted on Facebook. They're on a ghost tour.
Really?
We have some very dear friends currently experiencing Gen Con. Do they know that they're talking? Okay.
they were alerted a couple days ago at Vicky's place.
We're going to be talking with them about their experiences at Gen Con next week. And then the two of us, along with the art mercenary himself, Brett Kelly, and also photographer Babs, who takes pictures, is going to be there. We're going to be at Terrificon at Mohegan Sun in Southern Connecticut on Saturday.
The 10th.
Saturday, August 10th, along with Decimated Designs and Kyle and his crew. We were there last year. We had a lot of fun. So Kyle was nice enough to bring us along again this year. We got some really neat episodes coming up, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Now I need to go home and get some sleep because I got a long day of D&D tomorrow with my boys, and we're going to see what happened with Giovanni. Am I right?
Can't wait for you to drop that crab hammer.
I'm gonna. But that's going to do it. Now that nobody knows what we're talking about. So until next time, I've been JR.
I'm Alex.
And this has been episode 385 of Opinions May Vary.